Trimester 2, District Measurement of Learning, 2nd grade. Vet for a day. Jack answered the phone. "Hi, Aunt Becky," he said. "We are having a Bring a Child to Work Day where I work," Aunt Becky said cheerfully. "I want you to come so you can learn about my job." Jack felt worried. Aunt Becky was a vet. She worked at an animal hospital. Jack thought it would be sad to see sick and injured animals, but he did not want to hurt Aunt Becky's feelings, so he agreed. On the day of the visit, Aunt Becky picked up Jack very early. Jack did not look happy. "Don't worry," she said. "You will see all the good things that a vet does." She smiled at Jack. "First, I must check the sick animals that came in during the night to see if they are okay." Jack saw how gentle and calm Aunt Becky was with her patients. The animals were happy to see Aunt Becky. The dogs wagged their tails and the cats purred. The birds chirped. "How do you know what is wrong with them?" Jack asked. "They can't tell you like people can." "I have to look very closely at each animal. I have to watch how they behave," she said. "This big cat is limping, so her leg must be hurt." Next, it was time for surgery. "Oh no," thought Jack, "there could be blood. My tummy feels bad." But he did not have time to think about it. Aunt Becky gave him special clothes to put on. She took him into the surgery room. Jack looked at the tiny dog on the table. Then he looked down at the floor. He did not want to see Aunt Becky operate on the dog. After a while, he got braver and took little peeks. Then he started watching the operation. Jack was amazed that Aunt Becky could work on such a small animal. Before he knew it, she was done. "Will the dog be okay?" he asked. "Yes. He just had a little bump on his belly. I had to take it off. Soon he will be running around and feeling fine." Next, Aunt Becky checked her list of animals to see for the day. The first was a kitten. "He looks healthy," said Aunt Becky. "I will give him a shot to help him stay well." "Uh-oh," thought Jack. "I don't like to get shots, and I'll bet the kitten will cry." But Jack was surprised. Aunt Becky touched the kitten gently. She talked to him softly as she gave him the shot. The kitten did not seem to mind the shot. Aunt Becky spent the rest of the morning seeing cats, dogs, birds, and even a rabbit. Sometimes the animals just needed a checkup. Sometimes they were sick. Aunt Becky always knew what to do. Jack was hungry. "When is lunch?" he asked. "Who has time for lunch?" Aunt Becky teased. "We have to eat while we work." Jack sat in a wooden armchair in her office and munched on a sandwich. Aunt Becky ate at her desk and wrote notes about the animals she saw in the morning. There were more patients after lunch. Jack was tired by the end of the day. At last, Aunt Becky dropped him off at home. She said, "That wasn't so bad, was it?" She winked at Jack. Jack smiled at Aunt Becky. "I was wrong. Being a vet isn't sad at all," he said. "Maybe I will be a vet when I grow up. It feels good to help animals."